Righto, we are set, raring to bloody get back into the... G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to the ultimate Himalayan adventure bike build. Obviously, we give this bike away. By now, most of you guys know what we're doing here. I've got 5 products here to get on in this video. There's a bit of information. I want to get all this done out of the way for people that are just bloody jumping on, wanting to know bits and pieces. The first thing I want to show you is that, and that's the exhaust protection. This is for the Euro 5. Obviously, we have this extra little bit here, which is for that bulgy bit, which I think is the catalytic converter or shit, whatever is in there. When I was looking at the other ones, it was on the Euro 4, and I didn't really like the look of it. This, and I got Nay to check as per usual. She likes it with that on rather than with it not on. And this thing is, it's made out of aluminium. It's featherweight. You could actually use that if you're out here in Australia, in the outback. Is that not a boomerang? Whew. And aerodynamic, because it's got holes in it. Need to go do a shit in the bloody bush. Here you go, look, you got a shovel. Crazy. Shut up, Mark, you idiot. Right, so we're whacking that on. Now, that black aluminium or anodized aluminium, so a silver look. And that one's for the Euro 5, and it's 115 bucks. The Euro 4 version, it's a little bit different than that, but same deal, black aluminium, the anodized aluminium, but they're only 70 bucks for that. Right, so that's going on today. This here is the Radiator. I'll just give you a look at that. So the Radiator, well, the oil cooler radiator, that's going to go on. So that's worth 120 bucks, featherweight. So that's black or stainless steel. And that's for the Euro 5. Now I think the Euro 5 and the Euro 4 are the same for fitment. You'd have to double check that. But I noticed that the old design, it actually has the front and the rear, and I think what they've figured out is that it was just overkill. You only need it on the front, you don't need it on the back. So I think that's why they brought out the new one with just that one for the front. So the old one, which is Euro, we're calling it Euro 4, is $110. Same deal, black or the silver. We have the rear brake master cylinder cover. Boom. And don't worry, you're going, Mark, you're whacking all this weight on this bike, but just wait, hang on. So get that in black or powder coated black or the stainless steel. That's worth $45, Euro 4, Euro 5. The difference between, I'm saying Euro 4 and Euro 5 because it's better than saying all the dates. So anything from 19 back is Euro 4, Euro 5 is from 20 onwards. Then we got the rear brake reservoir bloody thing there. Same deal, that is $45, comes in the powder coated black or the stainless steel. Then, most probably the heaviest bit out of all of this is the side stand pad bloody enlarger. See that, it only comes in this color. Now there is a difference. That's 65 bucks and is well worth the money if you've ever been out the back or in sand or anywhere that's muddy or whatever. Instead, it saves you carrying a bloody can of, squash can or whatever with you. Shut up, Mark. Right. So, the Euro 5 and the Euro 4, there's a bugger all. I think there's something's just a little bit smaller. So just make sure if you're buying that, get one for the Euro 4 or the Euro 5. Remember the dates. The dates is the important bit. I've grabbed all this stuff. I've thrown it over on my weighing machine, and I'm saying it's 800 grams worth of gear there. This is the heaviest. It's 250 grams, thereabouts. And of course, it's all down low. So you got down there, you got there, and then on the other side, it's all down low. So I'm whacking it all on. Let's get into it. So the first job is the rear master cylinder. Basically, looks like we're going to just take those 2 bolts out, whack that on, re-screw it up. Simple as. And there you go, I've already got it wrong. We'll try that one. Beautiful. Just give that shot, that one a shot, then make the job easier. That's wrong as well. Right, now we should be right. Out. Now I don't know whether they've had any thread locker on them, but I'm going to whack some on. Too tight. Bit of loose. Always got to have them loose before you get all the bloody nuts and bolts in. I always like to finish up with a hand tighten because I can feel how it is. You know, we don't want to be over tight. Just nice. Boom, that's it. That's bloody, there's not interfering at all. Job done. Righto, another simple job. So this one shouldn't be very tight at all. I won't use any thread locker on this one because this is something that will come on and off, because obviously we'll need to get access from time to time. Not very often, but obviously. And this obviously has a bonus of protecting that, but it also stops that cap from coming off. Not that I've ever had one of the bloody caps come off. Sometimes we like to give reasons to why we do these things. You know, make up, well, not make up, but you know what I'm saying. Shit happens sometimes, but look, majority of the time, you know, it's not a problem, but it actually, yeah, hides the ugly bloody. That's it. Boom, done. Right, so we're just blacking more of it out. All right, now you piss off there. Good on you. Leave me to it. Nay was just in here and bloody we're talking about this, and she said it's actually a spoon for those that are weight challenged. That was Nay, not me. Okay, so now to put this exhaust shield on, it has a diagram on here. It tells you exactly where to put the bloody stuff. I will be using thread locker. If I say Loctite or thread locker, it's thread locker. Loctite is a brand name. So we've got our big one for up the top, two small ones. They're positioned in the middle there, and then each one of these have that. Now this is obviously going to go on the flip side, and it will be screwed in there like that. And that will go basically through there. So I'll get all this done and then we'll whack it on. Okay, that's all done. They're all nice and straight. Hopefully you can see that. Boom. And then that's those bloody things there. Whatever. So now let's see how tricky it is to get all that hooked in on it. Okay, I have a pro tip. So I put all these on and then I started trying to go, oh shit, I can't get it in. I was trying all different ways. So then, what did I couldn't, so I took this bottom one off, and then I was able to get it in, but then when I was taking it back out, I came out through this way, and I went, holy shit, I didn't need to, so I'll put it back on. So pro tip, so whack all those on first, because it just is easier, and then if you've got these crash bars on, come up through there, like that, around, and hey presto, that's how we're going to bloody put it on. I was also a bit concerned about the bottom bolt of the oil filter cover, but it doesn't get anywhere near it. It won't matter, so that's good. Brilliant. All right, I've just got to get these hose clamps whacked on. Okay, so with these hose clamps, obviously you've got to undo them so that they totally come out, so that you end up with that, and then I'll bring you over. Then we simply feed that through there like that, so we end up with that. Now what I'm just going to do this is just because I'll go ahead and do it. I would put the other two ready on all these other ones, And then what we're going to do is come around like that. Hopefully you can see that. We get that in there. Turn that around. I'll most probably have this further in that way so it hides it a little bit. But basically we just do this up until you squash it in on there. And I haven't grabbed it because you guys are in the way, but that's basically all we're doing. Simple as. I'll come back to you when it's all done. There we go, guys, all on, solid as bloody solid as a rock. And yeah, I reckon it looks good too. Maybe just not as good looking from that side angle there, but you know, what can you do? Cool, righto, we're on the other side. Okay, so now we've got to take this, the stock factory radiator guard off, and we're going to replace that with, obviously, that one there. They have new bolts, and they've got these little, I think they're kind of, they're plastic, not rubber, which will be for, obviously, vibration and bloody stuff. Let's get this one off. That little one there. So the bolts that I put in here will have the thread locker on it. And I'm always, I say this, I normally say this stuff, I'm feeling how tight these are for when I go to tighten them back up. Gives me an idea. These bolts are good because they're actually, there's not a nut, a loose nut on the other end. It's threaded into the metal, which always makes the job easier. Oh, come on. Trying to keep you guys out of the bloody way. I'm trying to keep out of your way, I should be saying. Boom, so that one is coming off. And weight difference, this one feels lighter than that one because that will be obviously steel, where that one I think is aluminium. So thread lock on this stuff. So there's 3 of these bloody rubber grommet thing. Well, they're not rubber, they're plastic. 2 of them are thick, which is obviously for here, and a thinner one for there. Blah, blah, bloody blah. Whack that through there. Don't forget our spacer. Oh, we want to come through there. That one on there. I've got thread lock from arsehole to breakfast. That one's doing its job. Thread locker on this last little one. Don't forget the washer. So that's going to go in between there. Make sure, there we go. Righto, I'll just tighten them up, guys. Right, all snugged up. I'll just release that so you can bloody see it properly. Yeah, it's a better look. This part here is a lot stronger than the other one, but on this side here, just on the side there, the other one covered this little, it just wrapped, if I get it. So there's the other one. It's like, this is pretty, this stuff's pretty bloody flimsy. It will do the job, don't get me wrong. But see how it's got this wraparound thing? So that actually hid, see that there? And it's only, what I would personally do myself is put, I might just hit that with a bit of spray paint just to blacken that little bit up there. Because it's a silver clippy type of thing. But yeah, that would have been hidden by that, if you know what I mean. That's the only thing I'd say about it. But I'm happy with that. Okay guys, so there are 3 pieces to this, and the way that I figure it goes is that will go there. This will slip over, and the bottom piece just simply goes underneath there. Find its little snuggy spot, and then we just whack in these and tighten it all down. Not that way. Shit, stupid head. It's got to go that way, doesn't it? Is that how they have it? Do they have it up? Yeah, it has to go that way, because that bottom piece is the bevel. Yeah, so the nuts are facing upwards. Cool. That's pretty simple, guys. I'll just go ahead and do that so that I'm bloody get you guys out of my friggin' way. Bloody hell, guys, I really hate that. I got you up close, it was all right. I was putting the bloody thread locker on and the camera turned off, which meant that I didn't press record. What an idiot. It seems like these aren't spinning. I don't have to hold the bottom. They're just snugly there. Righto. Okay, that's it. That's the last bloody job done. Boom, up to there. Not going to be in anybody's way. Wipe off the old thread locker. And you'll see on the bottom there as well. So that will now bloody, that'll just give you a good base so that if you're in sand or mud or just soft ground, it just stops your bike from bloody falling. You go off for a pee in the bush, you turn around, your bike's laying over. Had that problem many a time. Well, there you go, guys. That's it for this video. So we've got all that on. That all went on perfectly well. No issues. I love the lightness, all the bits and pieces. So another big thank you to Tony from SRC Adventure Moto. There's his website. Remember, you can buy this stuff off Essendon Motorcycles and Mowers. And of course, don't forget, you can bloody win this by jumping on Jay Leno's Garage Australia. There's their bloody thing down there as well. And of course, and buying any of their products, and all the details are there to figure it out. And if you become a crew member, of course, and existing crew members will be going in for this. So the next video we have the, light protector, go on there. And this is one of the things I'm really excited about. And that is the GPS bar that runs across there through there, because that's a really handy thing. I've been stuffing around with my DR650 with this bloody ram mount thing, and who was it? What's his bloody name? I can't remember. He's got a DR650. He was on the Castlemaine ride. You know who you are, man. Why have I forgotten your name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He made himself up a metal one to go on the that's what I'm going to do on mine as well. But anyway, that's why I was keen to get this one on. And then don't forget, we've also got these to be mounted. Is this one? That's the right hand, so it's the other way around, but they'll get mounted on there as well. And then after that, we've then got the new handlebars, the risers. What else have we got over there? I've got an idea for a toolbox to go on here, but we'll see. I haven't got to that point yet. So I've got that to do. Then we've obviously got to put the tyres. I haven't firmed up what tyres we're changing over. And remember, everything we take off this bike is going with this bike, so there's going to be lots of bloody parts and bits and pieces going with it. Is that it? I've still got to do that thing. What else have I got over there? I'll be able to mark a whole heap of stuff off my list too. I've got to add some stuff over there that I've already put on that I don't. I'm just talking out my ass. Righto, guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.